Stuck at home and you don't know what to do. Hold on, baby, Rhonda, she's got you. Grab your computer, log on, baby, you got the power. It's the Rhonda Shear Social Live. It's the Rhonda Shear Social Live.
Welcome. Are you feeling social? It's Rhonda. Ooh, it's Rhonda Shear here, and welcome to the Rhonda Shear Social Hour. We've been at this for a while now, and we're having fun. And tonight we've got some great guests for you. We have the iconic comedian extraordinaire, my dear friend Judy Tenuta. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And then we have another fabulous comedian, my dear friend Grace Fraga, headlining, just taking the world by storm. And she is going to talk to us about bad dating experiences. So if you've got some, you might want to just put those up so we can look at those throughout the show. Now, as always, this is a social hour to lighten things up. And by the way, happy Thanksgiving weekend. And we'll be with you after Thanksgiving. So we're going to ask you how stuffed you are. We're just doing it small. We're taking everybody's advice. We're doing it small. But anyway, right now, we're getting social. So when I say hair, which I frequently do, and you hear this, dun, 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 hair. Take a sip. I'm not going to show you what I'm drinking tonight. Out of a can. Is it a beer? Is it one of those wine vodka beer things? You'll never know. Hair. You got to slurp when you drink out of a can. Okay. Anyway, woohoo! I already started with a little wine, and now a little can. All right. So what do I have to tell you about? All kinds of goodies. First of all, have you all been visiting my Cameo site? Because I can definitely send you a special personal message for a small fee. And I will do a nice little birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Turkey Bird, whatever you want. You can send it to your friend. You can send it to yourself. So go to cameo.com/Rhonda Shear. And it's a really cool gift. Think about that for the holidays. And actually, there's a little discount going on. So check that out. So that's Cameo. And then, we want you to stay safe. It's getting a little crazy out there again. So we want you to mask up. So if you go to RhondaShearSocialHour.com, you can get my Up All Night masks. They are so adorable. Look at the little girl and the little martini. And then we have the USA Up All Night logo. Ooh, I love these. They fit perfectly. They don't slide off your nose. So you can get one, you can get two, you can get four. Pick them up for friends. Another great little gift. These are, you will not find these anywhere else, but right here, the original logo from Up All Night. Ooh, it's so sexy. So if you had great memories from those years, you might want to get one, and all lined in cotton. And then if you want to be fancy, you can go to RhondaShear.com and you can buy bras and panties and loungewear and pajamas. And we've got great sales running, right now, this time of the year, just great items. So, if guys, you're watching, go get something for the special lady in your life. And that could be your mom, your sister, whoever. Go to RhondaShear.com. But we also have really cool masks. Look at that. We've got lace. I was going to say leather. We don't have leather, but all kinds of different lace masks and just plain cool ones. They're really nice. So check those out at RhondaShear.com along with all the other RhondaShear.com goodies. And of course, I have to make another plug for my book. And you guys have been buying these, so thank you so much. If you buy them off of RhondaShear.com, they will come autographed. So we definitely want you to do that. And it's a great read. It talks about not only my career, but my entrepreneurial career. And if you're an inventor or you're an entrepreneur, how to get your product to market. A lot of good pictures along with a good read. It's a really good read. We're making it into an audiobook right now. We have a few dogs barking in the background, but hey, that's how we roll here. Anyway, got my tree up. Got a lot of great things going on, but here's the first thing that we like to bring to you. And you all know we like to get things rolling and started with Professor Cocktail, who's going to whip us up the drink of the week.
Professor Cocktail. Grasshopper, Mai Tai, a shot that tastes like apple pie. Professor Cocktail.
getting ready for my evening here. Hello, it's Professor Cocktail again, and I'm gonna get hammered tonight. Yeah! Okay, this is a quick one and an easy one. First of all, I drink vodka because I like anything vodka-ish. Tonight it's in a solo cup because I intend to drive home with it, okay? Okay, tonight's drink sounds gross, but it's gotta be tasty for anyone that likes mayo. It's called a tapeworm shot. So we start with a little dash of mayo, okay? And then we do Tabasco. Makes it, oh, and then we douse it with vodka. All the way to the top. Oh no, that's good enough. Yeah, it looks kind of gross, but I bet it's tasty. Okay, here we go. Oh, you know, it kind of reminds me of a drink I did a while ago called a Pink Lady, but this one has all the gooey shit on top called mayo. So. Got mayo? That's a good one.
Pink lady, Como baby, gonna make the drink and don't mean maybe. Professor Cocktail. Old fashioned gin and juice, mix it with Red Bull to get a boost. Professor Cocktail.
Okay, would you drink mayo, Tabasco, and vodka? I think the Tabasco and the vodka could be interesting. I mean, it's like a Bloody Mary, but mayo? Okay, Professor Cocktail is coming up with some really odd ones, and that's why we love Professor Cocktail. So many of you all are asking about the Christmas tree. Okay, well, you know, I do a lot of shows for Home Shopping Network, HSN, and they've asked us to have the Christmas tree up like before Christmas. I mean, before, like, I think like right around Halloween rather. But quite frankly, this is the time of year that I do put up all my Christmas things. So I haven't quite done it for the rest of the house or in the front of the house yet, but I've decorated really, really early. And I think because of 2020 this year, and because we all want to hurry it out, we want to get into 2021. Hopefully that's a better year. That it's kind of like we're welcoming the holidays. I want to get into the spirit. I want some happy feelings. But anyway, so cheers to the Christmas tree. I hope you guys have yours up. I have little bells. It doesn't sound very good. Wait, this one's better. Wait, where's it? Wait. They all sound like cowboys. Oh, cowbells, not cowboys. Okay. Wait a minute. Hair. Hair. Wait. Got to do a slurp. Not drunk, I swear. Anyway, I'm just having fun. I'm really getting into the holiday mode, starting to buy a few gifts here and there. Hope you are too. And I hope you guys are being really safe. And I really, truly hope and pray for you to have a wonderful, incredible Thanksgiving, whether it be with just you and just very close members of family or by yourself. I have a lot of friends who are celebrating alone, but we're all going to be Zooming. In the meantime, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to be back with the incredible one and only Judy Tenuta. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Rhonda Shear, and you may remember me from USA Up All Night, or perhaps you've seen me on HSN selling my own line of Rhonda Shear Intimates, or maybe you're watching my new show, RhondaShearSocialHour.com. Well, if you want to watch those and a lot more, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Rhonda Shear TV at YouTube. All of you have been looking for Up All Night clips where they're all there, hundreds of them, with your favorite stars and celebrities and fun TV commercials and all kinds of random clips. Things that'll make you laugh, things that'll make you cry, things that'll make you go, whoo! Anyway, join me at Rhonda Shear TV at YouTube. The address is right there. See you there.
Comfort, support, confidence. That's what you'll find at rhondashear.com. Shop award-winning intimates, shaping, and apparel in sizes extra small through 3X.
Hi, we're back, of course. Oh, I am so excited. I'm literally busting out of my top right now because my next guest is beyond fabulous. I've known her many years. I've had the honor to have worked with her on a bunch of different television shows and even a film, but you're all going to know her. I'm going to give you a little hint because she's the petite flower and the love goddess. She's Aphrodite. I don't know how to say that. We'll ask her of the accordion, and Grammy nominated, along with just a star, literally, of Hollywood. Okay, she actually has 2 stars. She is a star on the Las Vegas Walk of Fame. She thinks next to Trini Lopez, but it's around there. Maybe Siegfried and Roy. We'll have to ask her. And then she has a star on the Walk of Fame in Palm Springs, which is a really big deal. It's harder to get that than it is in Hollywood. Let me introduce my longtime friend and the most talented and funniest gal I know, Judy Tenuta.
Oh, Rhonda! Look, I struck one on for you.
You did! I'm honored.
No. I have to bring it everywhere. It's,
Of course you do.
it used to be my IUD, but I don't need that anymore. So that's good. But, yeah.
So I follow you because you do the funniest little short films in between Facebook and Instagram, right? Is that your mainstay?
Yes. I do Twitter, Instagram. I like Instagram the best, to be honest. I don't mean to be, disparaging other social media, but I like Instagram.
Well, you're really, why you're so great at it is, most people just do words, but you do it, you have the visual and you get your social commentary in, but political commentary, but not really with going there. But you're just so funny. And I love your, what's your Melania character's name?
Valeria. Oh, yes. I'm getting ready to. Yes. Now I'm going to do a lot of shopping in New York. Yeah.
Are you getting a divorce now? Or are you staying married?
You know what? I am getting money, so I don't know if it's money to stay or money to go. Whatever. But I will have Baron with me. I will have Baron.
But look, Malaria. How long can he be around? Then you'll have a second, third, and fourth husband.
That's what I'm thinking. But I don't think I need man because I will have so much money that I don't know. I will just have, men to carry my bags when I go to Saks Fifth Avenue.
Right. Yeah, I did notice that. I've never seen a first lady carry a purse. So what do they do? I always have stuff like in my bra. Like right now, I literally have like eye drops. I have my earrings. I forgot to put them on. So, Malaria, what do you do with all your stuff? Where do you hide it out?
Well, I give it to the bodyguard. Sometimes, though, I have to be careful. If I have a little boa, or he might try it on. I don't know what these men are doing.
No, you can't trust these men's. You can't trust any of those men's. Oh my gosh. And then you do all these other characters. And then when it's Halloween, you're in the pumpkin patch.
Oh my God. I love Halloween. I was so sad. Not sad, but Rhonda, you don't remember. Maybe you do remember, but I told Van, don't talk about this because I want to remind Rhonda. You and I, the last time we saw each other was at the Playboy Mansion.
It was.
For the New Year's Eve party, and I remember exactly. It was 2014 New Year's Eve. And you and I were sitting around, and all these girls are walking around half naked, and we were eating. Aren't you grateful? I am just so grateful that we were there in the time when we could go to the Playboy Mansion like
Oh
that.
my gosh, I'm so
There-
grateful. It was literally, it's history. Like
History. There's
It's
nothing
history.
like, I was at his 90, no, I'm sorry. Was it an 85th birthday party? Oh my God. He pulled out all the stops, I
that's cool.
remember, oh yeah, I remember, what's his, Ryan, I don't know, one of those movie stars. Everybody was so, having so much fun, and everybody was there, like,
Everybody.
Will Smith,
Bill
Charlize.
Maher. Bill Maher has started to morph. He's kind of looks like Hugh Hefner now.
Well, that's his idol,
He's got what?
That's his idol.
He's starting to. I know he loved it. He loved it up there. He was the last time that I was up there. Well, that's the last time I saw you. I went up to him and I said, "Can we take a picture together?" I mean, I went out with him a few times a million years ago. So
I know.
and he's like, I mean, it wasn't a big deal, anyway, but he is, I mean, personally, but I mean, he's very talented. But anyway, so I asked him to take a picture and he tells me, no, I was mortified. No, he wouldn't do a picture with me. I thought that was so, because I don't do pictures.
All right, that's just wrong. Let's have a drink now.
Oh yeah, hair. We have to say hair.
Let's have hair. Hair.
We do have a hair song. We do have a hair song. But, I know. We'll put it where he's going to add it. Jean's going to add it in post. I so much to talk to you about. Okay, so you became the social media goddess. You're already a goddess.
I don't know if I'm social media. I mean,
You
I don't.
are. Oh my God, you are. Like, you are so entertaining. Like, once I start watching one of your, I have to go back and like see days of it. Do you do it every day? Do you do it every single day?
Well, you really do have to post every day, I feel,
But that means you have to put on makeup every day.
I hate it. Oh, no, Rhonda, what I do is I film a bunch of them maybe in one day. And then don't forget, I have a lot of stuff from my Diet Dr. Pepper commercials, when I was on, and here's something I bet, do you remember, you said this to me, you said that, oh my God, and I can't think of his name, but he was a big playboy and very suave, and Hamilton.
George Hamilton, he loves you.
Yes.
He loves you.
Do you remember that show that was like in 1990?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yes.
Battle of the Sexes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to find this. I'm telling Jean. It was Battle of the Sexes. Judy was on it. I was honored to be on it. George Hamilton, Ruth Westheimer.
Yeah, and it was a great show. And you kept saying to me, "Oh my God, Judy, he's after you."
But Judy, years later, like a few years ago, I did a pilot. It went nowhere. Down here in Florida, in the Keys, and I brought you up to him, and he goes, "I love her."
Oh, you're kidding! Oh, well, I love him too.
But he loves you.
But I know that he is like hooked to Alana. Alana.
Yeah.
But I love him. He is so much fun, and
he
funny.
loves humor, loves comedy. Of course, he loves.
Also, don't forget, I worked with him. For like 3 or 4 years, I was on the new
Hollywood Squares.
No, I was on that show, but the one that he was with me on, along with Vicky, who was on the Vicky from the Vicky show.
Vicky
Lawrence, and I were on the top tier. George Hamilton and Nell.
You're like me. No.
Is that terrible? I can't think of her. But anyway, and we used to laugh so much. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, but you never knew he had a thing for you. You didn't believe it.
I couldn't tell. He would come into my dressing room. He's like, "Oh, Judy, do you have a way to get home?" I go, "Yeah, it's called a limo."
He loves you. Okay, so All right. I mean, because you and I can talk forever, but you are the queen. You were the queen of the Diet Dr. Pepper ads.
Oh my God. That was, to me, that was like one of my absolute favorite things in my whole career.
Okay, we're gonna play one. Can we play one? Okay, good. We're gonna play one because everybody's got to see the Dr. Pepper ads. I love.
You know what scares me? When you're forced to be nice to some whacked out Looney Tune just because she lives in your body. Oh! Then you have to share your thoughts with her and your drink. That's why I buy 2 cans of Diet Dr. Pepper. She likes the unique taste. And I like the way it keeps her from turning into a big old bull moose. Down, bossy!
Diet Dr. Pepper, like nothing else.
I'm Judy, the petite flower. Oh, and in my profession, when you want to maintain a goddess-like figure, but still indulge yourself, only one drink will do. Diet Dr. Pepper. Oh, it's unique. Nice. Gotta roll. Gotta get down to the local food chain.
Diet Dr. Pepper, like nothing else.
Yeah, makes me feel like a woman.
I'm not kidding, Rhonda. Those were, you saw how they were produced. Those were like mini movies.
Oh yeah,
They were
gorgeous.
Oh my God, they were. I just loved them so much, and you know, always
You look gorgeous, of course.
Well-
But you know, it's amazing how things aren't like that anymore. Everything's on tape.
no. But Rhonda, let's talk about how big my hair was back then.
I know. Well, we both had.
I love the big.
Which even made you a more petite flower.
I love the big hair. I love the big hair.
I miss the big hair.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So you also did, I'm reading because I can't remember everything. Hollywood Squares,
Oh.
Match Game. I don't know if we have any pictures of you with
Oh,
that.
Match Game. That's it. That's what I did.
Match Game. That's what you did with that. I loved Match Game.
Yeah, Nell Carter. It was down. So George,
Nell Carter. Oh wow.
he was a sweetheart. No, so on the lower level was George Hamilton and Nell Carter, and then we'd have a special guest, right?
You're right.
And then on the top was me and Vicky. And I remember one time we had Mario Lopez between us, and I said, Vicky, he's mine, Vicky. He is so cute. How cute is Mario Lopez?
So cute and so famous now.
Famous and beautiful and smart.
And smart. And smart. And I didn't know that back in the day.
And he has got a beautiful family too.
He does. And he's a good daddy.
Yes.
Because I watch him on social media too. And he dances with his kids.
Oh,
all right.
my God.
So wait a minute. You did several HBO specials.
Oh, yeah.
And you're Grammy nominated twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
I
Regular. I'm just going to keep going, then you're going to stop and tell me which one you want to talk about. Regular on Howard Stern. I love that you are a spokes goddess for Diet Dr. Pepper. That's awesome. So you published your first book in 91, The Power of Judaism. Followed by an audio CD version. Wasn't it hard to do the book audio-wise? Did you do your own audio version?
Right. Well, but see what I did, and I told people this about the audio version.
Yeah.
It wasn't the whole book. It was excerpts.
Ah.
I didn't, you can't put a whole you don't want people to, but you know what my favorite thing about, well, especially my second book, Full Frontal Nudity. I love, the reason I did it, I said, well, I don't know how long I'm going to look this good. And I had all these great pictures of me. So
I get it.
Like, look at that.
I
Look.
love that.
Yeah. But I've got, and
Judy, you should have done Playboy.
Here's me in downtown Julie Brown. Do you see it?
Yes. I love her.
And of course, Playboy, honey, I can't show you. Yeah, you're great in Playboy, but I
did it, and I'm glad I did because it would never happen. No, you have to hold on to those moments in history.
Oh my God, absolutely.
You have to hold on to them. They're like, whoa, they're fleeting.
Yeah. And you know what? Isn't this true? At the time you're doing it, you don't think of the impact it might have. until later, you know? So
Yeah.
that's why I say to people, you know, younger people ask me, well, oh, Judy, what should I do? You know how they are. They're like, oh, I don't know what to do. And I'm just, you know, just you have to go out there and do things while you're young. You know, go and I just wish I did more. In fact, Rhonda, I should have slept with more guys.
Me too.
Rhonda,
So mad.
that's how we goofed up.
I was so bad. I didn't sleep. So many good ones came through my life, and I didn't realize it, and I let them go. And I don't care about this. All those girls that are complaining about Me Too, it's because they slept with them and didn't get the part. We would have gotten it.
I have to tell you, when I was, you know, a lot of my career I did in New York. What is going on with my hair?
Hair, you got to drink.
Oh, okay, let's drink.
Good. Nice.
Oh God. Oh, I'm getting lit. I want so wait, where were we talking? When I was in New York, I can tell you that I never told anybody else, but you know, but now that I had a few drinks, I can tell you. When I lived in New York, I'm so stupid. I got hit on by Richie Sambora. So yeah. Richie Sambora, and I'm thinking, I'm talking to him about his music. He goes, "Oh, you're so funny on the accordion," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, I mean, what are you talking about? You're so super great." And I'm like, "Oh, it was really nice talking to you."
That's the kind of shit I would do. That's the kind of stuff I would walk away from it.
I didn't know, and my friend she goes, "Judy, he was hitting on you."
Oh my God! Why didn't we? Musicians, you're supposed to be with a musician.
Well, I know but he was really talented. And then the other one, oh, you're really gonna laugh. And this guy was funny too, because he was up at my manager's office at the time. Who's the one that sings up? Is this terrible? Michael Bolton.
Oh, that was a good one.
This was so funny. He was up in my manager's office. I was there. He comes up, and you could tell he wanted to make me laugh, right? So he starts doing Rodney Dangerfield. He was doing impressions of Rodney Dangerfield.
That's funny.
Well, and then I said, I like it better when you sing.
Oh.
But he laughed because, you know, he's a singer.
I know, but he's a good one.
Oh, he's great. Well, are you kidding me? And I'm like, duh, what was I thinking?
I screwed up with Glenn Fry from the Eagles. I could have married him at least once. Yeah, I did his music video, and I dated him twice. And I was like, he asked me to spend the night, and I was like, no, I got to go home now.
Oh my God! It's almost like you turned into a Catholic girl. What happened to you, Rhonda?
I know. I don't understand. If I could just relive some of those days and been a little sluttier, I could have had a sitcom. I'm telling you.
Well, that's what I tell everyone. They go, "Why aren't you?" I go, "I didn't sleep with the right people."
It's true.
You know, and you know,
it's true. Here's the problem, Judy. You actually made it on talent.
Well, no. Well, but I could have made it bigger if I slept with George Hamilton. You know that.
Well, back in the day, but you were way too young for Georgie back then. But you know, there was just a lot of producers and people that came through my life, I'm sure with you too. And I was like, they were like agents then. And then they became these huge producers. I have hot flashes. You're giving me a hot flash. I have my fan. So, I mean, this is just hair. It gets me so upset of all the people we could have slept with.
Well, it's not, that we wanted to sleep with them. We wanted the results.
Of course. We didn't want to sleep with them.
Yeah, we wanted the show, but it was still fun anyway. It was so great.
Absolutely. No, Hollywood. Okay, so here's the cool thing about Hollywood. And I know you and I both have these memories, not only the Playboy Mansion, but when I got to LA there was still little pieces of old Hollywood, and even a little bit of like you'd go on the sound stages. There was still that old feeling of the restaurants. Schwab's was still there when I moved there. all these places.
I'm so sad that they took away, where was it we used to go?
On Sunset, on Hollywood Boulevard. What's the name of the famous?
Sunset, and they took it down. Oh, I loved it. We used to have a lot of events there too.
And even the classic delis, where comics used to go.
Oh, they took down Jerry's Deli. I'm so.
I know, but I mean, some of the classic places. But at least we had a little taste of that and a little taste of old Hollywood, along with the Me Too movement. We don't get credit for having to navigate through that.
Oh God. Well,
some of these girls take it too far. They did. Because you can't flirt anymore.
Rhonda, I never met Bill Cosby. So sorry, I'm having a little.
I never met him either. But here's the thing. Now they've gone so far that you can't flirt. You can't tell someone they look pretty. You can't do. I mean, the art of flirt. You have slaves that carried you out. I have to show that. Okay, I have to show. I have to show it because I got to host. I got to fill in for Vicki Lawrence, and they booked you, and I was like so happy. I mean, it was so cool. I would look like a slut. You were fabulous. We're gonna play a little piece of that show right now. And then we'll come back and ask about.
But first, welcome a very, very outrageous woman, Judy Tenuta. Oh, wait. Oh, goddess. How about a hand for Judy and her slave? They should kneel down. Oh, kneel down, stunt puppet. Oh, whatever she says, you do. Very good. How do you do that? Oh, I have, because I am the Love Goddess and Princess of Panty Shields. Oh, I can absorb you. It's very important that I can make unsuspecting trolls turn into my personal love slaves. Oh, I love that. And Rhonda, it's very easy. Men are far more submissive if you make them wear Bam Bam skirts. Look at that! Oh, God! Oh, no. Yes! What's under there? Oh, what's under there? Hello? Wasn't that feminine? Thank you, Aaron. And Judy will stay up there. Oh, but what? He can't wait to be.
That was so much fun.
I can't believe how crazy I was. At the time, I didn't think about it. But, when I look back on it, I was really wild.
That's you. Everybody loves that. You're still that girl. I mean, okay, come on. You did the comedy CD, Attention Butt Pirates, and Lesbertarians.
Yes, I got nominated for a Grammy for that. Yes.
And then your second Grammy nomination was CD. I mean, it was a CD, In Goddess We Trust.
No, in Goddess We Trust.
In Goddess We Trust.
And you want to hear what's so funny? You're going to love this story. I was at the Grammy Awards at both of them.
That's what I was going to ask you.
And so I'm there and in the audience, and Jonathan Winters won. And I was backstage with him, and he goes, "Oh, Judy, I don't even know how they could give it to me because they just took my phone messages and literally his phone messages and put them on a CD. He didn't even do it. And he said it wasn't a real album."
Oh my goodness gracious.
But again, it is Jonathan Winters. So
yeah, if you're gonna go to anyone, that's really. But what was it like to be nominated? What was the goodie bag like? What was the whole experience?
Oh, that was good. The goodie bag, Rhonda, they don't do the goodie bags like that anymore.
I know.
Well, first of all, you remember the Oscar party at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Yes, Night of 100 Stars. What happened to that?
Oh my God! Well, they can't do it anymore. But that I got gowns from there. I even got. Oh, you're gonna laugh at this. I even got eye surgery, radial keratectomy. Because it was back when 1990. Whatever.
Great gifts. Oh, they loved you.
my God.
Norby Walters, is he still around?
I think he might not be. Yeah, I think he's kicking it up. Yeah.
Well, he did good parties, and I went to a bunch of those.
Yeah, he did great parties. And so that, and then also for the Grammys. Oh my God. Yeah, no, it was fantastic. I loved the Grammys, you know.
I think the Grammys is actually one of the best award shows. I've always thought so. I think it's so exciting. But I mean, just to go there and be part of that, I mean, you go down in history.
Well, I was also there when Alanis Morissette won for Jagged Little Pill. And, you know, she was only 21 when she's singing, you know, she's singing that. Yeah, I loved her, you know. I just go, yeah, girl, you tell it like it is. Anyway, but yeah, it was so much fun. And Weird Al, you know how much I love Weird Al.
Love Weird Al.
Weird Al. Remember, Rhonda, we saw at the Playboy Mansion.
Yes, hair. To get a hair out of your throat. Let's have hair.
Yeah, let's do it.
I love Weird Al. I know he's married now with kids. Like amazing. He's like normal, kind of.
And and he's so talented. You know, he's a genius.
So talented. He can, well, look at you. I mean, look at you, Judy. You are one of the, talk about sustainable. Everybody talks about sustainable is the big thing. There you are with your Hollywood. No, is that either Las Vegas or Palm Springs? But Judy, you have maintained and sustained, and everyone loves you. Like, you're iconic because your character has always been. You are your character. It's like all in one. I did a little part in a film. I don't know if you produced it, Desperation Boulevard.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, I love that film. Yes, here.
We're gonna have Jean's gonna have to find that.
Okay. Oh, I love that film. Yes, I produced that, and we filmed that all the way back in 1999, and it came out in 2000.
And thank you. You asked me to be in it, and Downtown Julie Brown was in it, and it was just, you know, it was a great experience. And you know what? You've always been very sweet and helpful to, other women comics. I mean, you're very giving that way, and not everybody.
I'm not a taker.
I know you're not. Look! Oh, I love this picture. Look! Tell everybody about this picture.
Okay, but I can't see it. Is it
it's a picture. It's you all the way to the right. Then there's me.
Oh,
you. And then there's Carol Connors all the way to the left, an Academy Award-winning songwriter for, I have to say this, for
we love her. Yes.
We love her. For Rocky. And then Phyllis Diller, which I know is my idol, and I'm sure one of yours.
Oh, I adore her.
And in the center, who's in the center?
That is Tippi Hedren.
No!
Yes, birds. Look at, yes.
She looks amazing. Bring that picture back up. She looks amazing in that shot.
Well, that I will never forget that. That was, we were about to go in. I don't know if you remember this. We were about to go into the event, and there was Phyllis Diller, and then Tippi Hedren came out of a car, and I said to the guy, "Take this picture. Take the picture." And I'm so glad that's an iconic picture.
Oh yeah, you have to make that for me, Marie. My fabulous producer, Marie. I need that. I need that as a
yes.
Yeah. Everybody needs Marie and Jean.
I wish yes.
But I bet you've got some great pictures like that, because I've got pictures with I know you did, the Tonight Show and all these. I mean, I've got pictures with Johnny Carson. I did a sketch. I wasn't on there as a guest, but
that's great.
Oh no, I mean, Sammy Davis Jr. I mean, all these icons, and I love those photographs. I mean, I treasure them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We both had a little taste of old Hollywood, that some of those greats. I mean, I met Lucille Ball. I didn't get a chance to take a picture with her, but I know one of your favorites is my favorite, and she was very sweet and helpful to me, was Joan Rivers.
Oh, she was a mentor to me. She had me on every single one of her shows. She started on when she got her own show on Fox, and she brought me on there, and she was so wonderful, because she would set me up and just let me go, and then she did morning shows. She had the Joan Rivers morning show. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember it.
New York City, and I co-hosted with her and everything. She was an angel. Also,
I give
what
her.
people don't know, yes, what people don't know, she had the best what do you call it? Food afterwards. What do you call that table?
Oh yeah. Oh, the green room food or the yeah.
Oh no,
Craft services? Not craft services.
no. Oh honey, this was gourmet food. I said, Joan, I came here looking like Judy Tenuta, and I'm gonna leave looking like Roseanne. Hey, Joan, I lost weight and crap, but I still got a blowhole. No, I told her, I said, Joan, you're not eating this food because you're so thin. She goes, well, I've got to feed people, so she was.
Yeah, because she's the Jewish mama. Very giving, very sweet.
Oh, I loved her.
Do you know what she but she passed away. They had a big auction of her things. And I wasn't there and I couldn't afford it. So I'm sure all those things were going for. But there was a little auction online from Christie's, and I got a necklace of hers. Like a gold necklace. I know. I love it. It's just a gold chain necklace. I mean, it's heavy, but I could see her. I could just see her wearing it. She might have worn it one time, but the fact that it was hers was like.
Oh, well, not only that, it was so funny. She talk about no spare minute. She was working all the time. I remember when I would do her show, she'd say, "Oh, Judy, I want to have lunch with you, but I have to go catch a flight because I have to go to England because I'm doing the Home Shopping Network." They would film. And oh my God. And I said, Joan, it's, but we did have lunch, and the best advice she gave me, this is really the truth. I know a lot of people don't know. We were having lunch. This was back in 2002 in New York City, and we had just done her show, and then we were having lunch, and she said, I said, Joan, it's hard, like you get these big things, like I get Diet Dr. Pepper, but then you got to move on to the next thing. Like I didn't get a sitcom. She goes, Judy, it would help if you were a lesbian. She really said those, and you know what? Hello, look at Ellen. Look at, I mean,
it's so true.
She wasn't trying to be. No,
she's listen, she had ups and downs. It's just that she pushed through it, and she was like so ahead of her time. But I mean, look what Carson did to her. I mean, he blackballed her.
Not only that, then after he did that, she wasn't allowed on, was it who took over for him?
Yeah.
Jay Leno.
She never did Jay either? I didn't know that.
I'm not sure. Well, whatever it was so stupid.
No, I know. He really was. Maybe after he passed away, Jay may have had her on, because you're right. I mean, she was on there I used to wait for her to guest host. She was so awesome.
Oh, she was the best. Oh, yeah. Well, it was surprising that he didn't choose her. But she was waiting for that to happen.
Well, because she was so good, and she was a woman, and the timing was wrong. They wouldn't have ever put a woman on back then.
Oh, no.
They still have nobody in late night as a woman.
No.
Judy, it's your turn. Do it.
I would love it. Well,
do it. You would be so good. All right, tell us, your very best moments are some of the best things that you love doing, other than working with me. Tell us some of the most amazing people, or just any great.
We did a lot of great, come on, all those things that we talked about with, the battle of the sexes.
Oh my gosh.
So many great things we got to do. But what am I, well, like I told you, the Diet Dr. Pepper, I also did several HBO specials, which I did Women of the Night with, with Paula Poundstone and Rita and Ellen. And, that was a big boost.
Wow, it was like Ellen DeGeneres and Paula Poundstone, and then you and Rita over here being women.
Yeah. No, it's true.
That should have been Battle of the Sexes.
No, it was great. It was great. And then you know, everything. I love doing the match game. That was so much fun.
Oh, I mean, okay, so you did I know you did a lot of the talk shows in the 90s. They were so much fun. I think those were the beginning of reality shows. I mean, the crazy.
Absolutely. Well, Howard Stern, I would do his radio show. And then in 1993, he was filming it. And I will never forget, I didn't have it on my saved videos, but he actually dressed up as Tom Arnold, stuffed himself, and I was Roseanne. And I mean, I almost wet my pants. I was laughing so hard doing that. It was so great. Oh yeah.
Well, you brought out at the other side of him because I mean, you know, I mean, totally. Because I did a show a couple times and he was tough on me, but I was doing the up all night character. You know.
Oh, but Rhonda, he was tough on me too. A couple of times I cried. One time. Oh, I know what happened. Sam Kinison, who I loved. I thought he was a genius, of course.
Oh, yeah.
He was a comedy genius. To this day, sometimes at night, I'll listen to his albums.
Wow.
I'll just die laughing.
But you worked with George you opened for George. Tell us about that. Tell us about working with George Carlin.
He was the best. I loved, adored him. And he was so great to me. And, you know, we would be in the limo going to the venue. And, oh, by the way, he's another guy he put me in the best hotels. You know, who was that? You know, I think we were at the Plaza, and then we did a big venue in New York because, you know, he's from New Jersey. So we did, but the funniest thing, he had this really sort of, and I hate this, kind of stick in the mud manager. And George and I love to do voices. You know, I love voice. I do, you know, I do a bunch of voice, and George too. So we'd be in the limo. He's like, Judy, you know, and then I'd be like, and the manager would be like, "Will you two shut up?" And George said, "Hello, we're comedians. You get to do what we love to do. Shut up." We had so much fun. Also, he was the one on the very first show I did with him. That night, my HBO special came out, the one with Women of the Night with Rita and Paul, and he calls my room.
Wow.
It was like 11 at night after our show, or 11:30. He says, "Judy, did you see the New York Times?" And I go, "No, I don't know." And he said, "I'm going to read it to you." And they gave me a freaking glowing review, Women of the Night. And I said, "Excuse me, George, this is all wrong. You are a comic genius night, you know, icon, and you're reading my review."
Oh, that's so awesome. That's a memory. That's something that gave me the chills.
That will always be in my heart forever. Not to mention I was in Vegas with him, opening for him, and my mom came to the show. She's so cute. I didn't know she was good. She goes, she got a t-shirt that said, "I'm Judy Tenuta's mom."
Oh, so cute.
I might cry. And he was so sweet. He took pictures with my mom because she loved him too. And he was just a sweetheart. I adore him.
Oh my God. He was a I mean, he started it all. He was like the father of the newer.
He's the father of observational comedy.
Observational.
Like then after that came who, right? Jerry Seinfeld.
Right.
Jerry Seinfeld, Jay Leno, who we love.
Yes, we do.
But the first one, George
Carlin. So what an honor to work with him and have him tuck you under his wing.
Oh, it was we laughed so hard. You know, like I said, his manager would yell at him, "Can you two stop fooling around with your voices and shut up, shut the fuck up."
It's okay.
He said that. He said, "Shut the F up." And we just had so much fun. And I said, "But George, if we do that before the show, I'm going to laugh so hard. I don't know if I'll be able to keep my voice."
Oh my God. So Judy, when did you realize you were funny and when did you start playing the accordion?
Oh, well, I was very little. I came from a huge family. I don't know if you know that.
I do. I read that. 9 siblings.
Yeah. But can I just say, I adored my parents. I always feel bad when I hear that people are estranged from their parents because I adored them. In fact, I say this and I will always say this. My mother was the love of my life. I mean that.
I get it.
My mother was the love of my life. No man, I mean, I've had men that, that you love, but my mother, because all the time she would say, Judy, I'm so proud of you. You just keep going. You just keep going. Because a lot of times, we get discouraged. I'd say, Mom, I don't know if I could do this. She goes, shut up, honey.
I love that. My mother was my cheerleader too, Judy.
Oh, I know. I remember that. I know you have Van and you have, but there's a special.
Yeah, but my mother, of course, my mother will always. I know exactly what you're saying, but not everybody has that relationship with her.
No, it was like I still, my mom is no longer here, so I have to talk to her in heaven. But I swear to God, she was the love of my life.
She's the one who pushed you on, because I believe that. Like,
oh my God, are you kidding me? When I left the house, I was 20 years old, and I was going to New York because I thought, I'm going to be like Goldie Hawn and just get,
I'm going to get a show.
Yeah. So I go to New York. No. I was getting ready. I'm packing, and my mother comes in my room. She goes, Judy. She talked like, Judy, you're taking your accordion. I go, Mom, I can't do that. They'll make fun of me. She goes, Judy, you're taking the accordion. You're going to thank me. Oh, my God. Okay. Really. I brought the damn accordion. I would go to these auditions where there's 500 people. And I remember my roommate saying to me, Judy, what the F are you doing? You're just so funny. Do an act with your, she was the one that told me.
Really?
Do your act with your accordion. And then I went back to Chicago. They had all these comedy clubs. I started working on, I'm the goddess, I'm the petite flower, and my squeeze box, I got to do,
Yes, you have to. Everyone's waiting. I mean, it's
but honest, I'm going to cry. But, my mom was the one. She said, you're taking that.
No, she was right. I mean, it became just organic. You got to do a little something on the accordion for your mom and me.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, I used to, okay, well, I got to do one of my famous songs for my album.
Okay, yes.
And that would be, people always ask me about the Pope song. But wait. I just want a cowboy to ride me home. I just want a cowboy who's rich and lives in Rome. Ooh, I just want a cowboy with gold-plated soap. Yeah, I just want a cowboy named John Paul the Pope. I'm only doing that much. I'm sorry. But, and then I had a song on my album like, I like boys who wear my clothes and live with their mothers and paint their toes. Clothes, don't you? So I had a lot of songs, and
so your mother. I mean, so you started playing the accordion as a child, then obviously
7 years old.
Wow.
Okay, I have memories of. You have to remember, when you're a little kid, you don't realize. They knew, okay, I'm not saying this to be, but I think they saw something special in me.
Of course. Hello.
I picked up the accordion and I could play it, and I got lessons. And then I will never forget when I'm like 7 years old. They didn't have much money, and I will never forget. Do you have that picture of me with the accordion that's bigger?
The picture with the accordion, Jean.
And look at that dress. But they got me the most gorgeous, fluffy little girl prom gown. And look at that. I mean,
and the fluffy little girl dress became pretty much the rest of your act.
I wore a prom, as you know, when I got famous, I was doing a prom dress. So I just grew up into that.
You did, Judy. It was just organic, and your mom was there on your show. I get it.
And my dad. I love my dad too. My dad, by the way, had a great singing voice. He would always have me sing with him. So I grew up with music and,
love and 9 siblings and
it was so much fun. And my sister, I have one sister who I love.
wow.
and 7 brothers and
Wow.
yeah, and we just had so much fun. But like I said, she tried to make my brothers play the accordion, but they didn't learn it.
No, but you know what? How many boys? You said 7.
7.
7 boys.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, 7 boys and just 2 girls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And my sister is much more like she's more sporty. She likes to play sports. But but I loved everybody. I got along with everybody. And but the best was my mom. I can't.
No, I know, Judy, my mother too. I mean, that's why. And I wrote about your mom in the book.
I remember you talking about your mom.
You would have loved my mom because she sounds a lot like your mom. Just very strong. And also, I danced and I did like mime, kind of like Shields and Yarnell. So in the early days, my mother pushed the mime, and even when I started doing stand-up, I had that in my act. So that mechanical mime stuff I got more jobs. It actually paid my bills in the early days of Hollywood.
Oh, how great!
I know. So I guess our mothers, they were pushy, but it was a good pushy, and they were proud. They were our cheerleaders. But I love that. So if there was one thing you could do right now, like just your dream thing, would it be a sitcom? Because I still want to do a sitcom.
Yes, a sitcom. I would love to be.
How did other than sleeping with people and not sleeping with people, how did that escape you, Judy? I don't understand. Because you have the name and the talent and everything, and there were some people that got sitcoms.
My hair. I'm taking off my headband. It's driving me nuts.
Okay.
And my hair.
That's fine. That looks great. That's all right. I have a little hair piece on myself. Hair.
Hair. Let's do hair. Oh, I got the wrong thing.
Through the shutdown, I've definitely been wearing some extra hairs.
We all. And how about the women that have grown this hair?
Is that like a fashion thing?
How about women that look like this now?
But you know what? This is what you say about them now. They're just fluid. Some days they feel like that. Some days they feel like a woman. Hey, even my let Judy see my dogs before I wrap her up. They're not down there. Oh, Van must be feeding them. All right. Well, Judy, I'm going to wrap this up, but I want to tell you, I love you. And I thank you so much for coming on. Tell everybody where they can find the CDs, your books, everything.
Yeah. Well, you can get those on Amazon. Also, just the social media, go to Instagram, it's all Judy Tenuta.
And we will put it all up too.
Yeah. And I'm on TikTok too, but I don't know. I think that's for 3-year-olds. I don't know.
Yeah. I know. I get it. I can't get into the TikTok. I've tried. I can't.
No.
Stick with the Twitter because it's so you. I mean, you say such smart and funny things, but then you act it out.
Yeah. So Twitter and Instagram. Yeah. So and Facebook, I'm on there too.
I know. We'll find you. But I'm so happy you came on. So after this is over, I know a long time ago I invited you to Florida, but you must come out. You must.
I promise. Yeah, remember I was supposed to do a show and then I didn't because there was a hurricane, and that's because and I was going to do it, but we'll do it next time.
We'll do it after this freaking virus.
Yes.
Yes. Look, I have my up all night mask. We'll send you some. Okay, so Maria's going to get. We know your size. You're a petite flower. So we know that. So we'll send you petite flower sizes, and she'll get your mailing address, and you're going to get a goodie bag. So for whoever So for whoever you may be Zooming with, you can look so much. You're already hot.
I can't wait. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. Let's stay in touch, please. Not just on here.
No, we will. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And I'm going to talk to your guy too.
Gene. He knows. He is my little love slave.
He is.
No, not my love slave. He's my nerd. No, he's my nerd slave.
You really. And by the way, those guys are great. They're the
Nerds
best.
are great. Nerds are great. I love my nerds. That's what I meant. I love my nerd slave.
Right now, I'm into nerds. Really, I am.
She's into nerds right now, Gene. He's like, okay.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
He will anytime. We will make that happen. Gene is gonna just make your world in terms of social media and other stuff.
Okay, great.
I love you. Thank you.
It could happen. Oh,
say it again. It could happen. Judy Tenuta. Bye, girl. Love you. Oh, so good. Boy, she just brought back a lot of memories. Okay, we'll be back with more. I've got to get my composure. Let's have some hair. We'll be right back.
Hi, it's Rhonda Shear, and you may remember me from USA. Up all night. Did I get you through puberty when you were a mere teenager? Were you sneaking down the stairs and putting the TV on at 10 p.m. or later and watching those sexy films? Ooh, I bet that was me, and you were doing that. Anyway, you can book me at cameo.com/Rhonda Shear, and I will have a private message for you. Like, let's just pretend your name is Martin. Hi, Martin. Do you want me to keep you up all night? I will, with a little special birthday song. Happy birthday, dear Martin. Happy birthday, dear Martin. Happy birthday, dear Martin. Happy birthday to you, you naughty boy. Oh, there's Martin now. Anyway, book me on cameo.com/Rhonda Shear.
Okay, so you're wondering how I changed clothing and furniture. Well, we did get to pre-tape that one because Judy couldn't join us in the evening because she's a busy, busy girl, but we will. I'm going to ask her. I'm going to beg her to come back because she is a very special lady and her amazing stories, right? I want to hear from you guys. Okay, so we're going to close it out with one of my very dear friends who is a regular now on the show. We have her on every couple of weeks. So we like to call this segment Host to Host, Coast to Coast, Blonde to Blonde. So host to host, coast to coast, blonde to blonde. My dear friend headliner. She's written books. She's hysterical. She's got lots of amazing things in the works. And we love that. But in the meantime, let's welcome Grace Fraga. Yay!
Hi, Rhonda. How are you today?
Oh, Grace, you just get prettier and pretty. What the heck are you doing? What are you doing in the shutdown?
It's just the lighting. That's all I can do.
The lighting is really good. The hair is good. The makeup's good. I like it all.
Thank you. Thank you. The new manager just did a makeover on me. It's like lighter hair, better makeup. Oh, hair.
Wait,
okay, water, because I have a photo shoot next weekend.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm drinking a Canada Dry.
Totally. It's good.
Oh, good. But anyway, your manager's doing great, and I love it. I love what she's doing. I mean, you're beautiful. So you're just, putting on a little bit more makeup, a little more curling, and I like it.
Thank you. You're always so positive. Thank you. Thank you.
I have to be. Oh my gosh, it's such a negative world right now. I can't handle it. This is why I have my Christmas tree up, because I have to be positive and jolly.
Yes. And have hope, right? We have to have hope.
Yeah, I love that I had Judy Tenuta on and you. I mean, what a favorite show for me. Yay, Gracie. You already have fans. Joe,
that's so cool.
loving you, and they're getting to know you. I love that. And hi to all my fabulous fans and Isaac, because they're watching every week. So Grace, you have to inform us what is going on in your life right now. Are there bad dates? Are there TV shows? I don't know. Tell me.
Well, before we start, because I actually did some research.
Okay.
The West Coast versus the East Coast as far as dating. Okay.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting. So, but let me tell you my experience. Remember the older lawyer that you were like so excited about last week or 2 weekends ago?
Yes.
Okay, you want to know how the date went?
Yes.
Okay. Me, sexy comedian, him, sexy older lawyer, right?
Older.
We go on
Yes.
a date. Everything is fantastic. We have so much fun. Then he says he has champagne. Why don't we go to your place? And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but no sex. I made it very clear.
You said that right on the date.
Up front, Rhonda. I don't have time to waste. Okay.
I know. I hear you.
It's like, yeah. So I'm like, no sex. You understand that? He's like, yes. Okay, cool. So he comes over and he's like, do you want me to show you a manscaping? I was like, no, thanks. He's like, okay, I'm going to show you anyway. He dropped his pants and asked me to touch it. He Weinsteined me.
Nobody does that anymore. How did you find the one and only guy to do that?
It's like, didn't you get the Me Too memo? What is wrong with you? This is the first date. What is wrong? Oh.
And you told him. Okay, manscaping. Like back in my mother's day, guys wanted to show women their etchings, but this guy wanted to show you his pubic hair and how it was designed.
Well,
And
he actually did. He dropped his pants, Rhonda.
okay,
He dropped his pants. I told him to leave my place. It's insane. I'm telling you.
I would have kept the pants. I would have just
I should have kicked him out with the pants down, right? I didn't understand.
Crawl out of here. Grace, I'm so disappointed. And I'm
Right.
on so many levels. First of all, he's older. He should be honored to be with a young, gorgeous woman. Secondly, what the hell was he had in his, what was the manscaping though? Did you get at least a glimpse?
Yes, and it wasn't pretty. It's like, put it back in your pants. This is not cute. Oh my God.
I'm just curious. I mean, okay, so he's gone, but did he think this was going to excite you?
Apparently, it worked when he was dating in his 20s because he's a lawyer. He said all the women in LA would just, it was like a revolving door in my apartment. I'm like, listen, you're like in your 60s right now. It's not working anymore. Okay? Not really. Pull the pants up. Up. So basically, apparently, people in LA are some of them expose themselves. They didn't get the memo. It's like I'm telling you, hashtag this is why I'm single, Rhonda.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I told you a few weeks ago with our host to host, coast to coast, blonde to blonde, which is exploding here, our new segment, is that you need to date younger men, Grace. You're fabulous. You're funny. Why do you keep going out with these guys?
I don't know.
Take your pants down.
I don't know. It's like, I'm not looking for a guy like on Match.com. If you pull your pants down and you're Harvey Weinstein women, no.
Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Now you're if you Harvey Weinstein someone, you've created a hashtag.
I know. And he's a lawyer. It's like, I don't know how he passed the bar.
Okay.
Really.
So, all right. So here's my other question. Do you date guys in the industry at all? Because that was my problem. I did that. That was stupid. I did, and that, I mean, because, and then we had to fight over mirror time because, I dated a comic for many years and we were both going to do a gig and I'd be like, I have to get dressed. And he'd be like, I have to get dressed.
Right. How did that work out, Wanda? How did that work out with another comic? How was the competition? Was there?
There is competition because as comics, you can both get the same job. Now, he was way ahead of me and did the Tonight Show 21 times, but I was on Up All Night. And so I was getting a lot of bookings and he didn't like that. And I had, I started headlining and I was getting paid more because I was on a TV show. And so it wasn't good. So he would never help me. He would never help me. And every now and then I'd like steal a joke or something from him, which usually I helped him write. And he would be so mad. And I'm like, so what?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you don't do anything for me. At least give me a joke.
14 years. My mother kept telling me to move on and I didn't listen. That she was right. See, that's when, Judy Tenuta, I don't know if you caught her interview, but we're like just a little bit ahead of you age-wise. But, her mother and my mother sounded very similar. But here's the thing is we both think that we didn't sleep with the right guys. The thing is, her career has gone really well, but that was my problem, is that I had these amazing guys come through my life, and I didn't.
But you know what, Rhonda? Sleeping with them doesn't guarantee anything.
No, that's true. That's
so
true.
It's a bad business transaction.
But you see, Grace, what I did though is I didn't sleep with them, but I would not go out with them unless I got a really high-end meal out of them. So I know you younger girls aren't like that. No, you all will. I don't believe in that splitting tabs and that stuff. Like, you got to pay for my dinner and we're going to Mr. Chow's. Like, forget it. I'm not going to, like, the deli down the street.
Girl, I'm with you on that. Absolutely. If a guy wants to split on a first date, especially, it's like, oh, hell no. It's like, check, please. I'm going. I'm leaving. No.
I'm telling you. All right. So you were starting to tell me you did research on dating on the West Coast and the East Coast. And our bit is, West Coast, East Coast, blonde and blonde. So what is your research? I want to hear.
Okay. So apparently what they say is people in LA are into themselves and fake, while people in New York are more raw and real. And I do the quotes, which is horrendous, but I'm doing it. My hands look huge. But that's what apparently it is. Do you think that's true, Rhonda?
No, people in New York live in a bubble and they're snobby and they only live in their own little bubble in their own little neighborhood and they shop at one little place. I'm talking pre-COVID. And no, not good at all. I don't believe, okay. So I went through this period of time after 14 years and we finally broke up. I went online and I was dating. And so my cousin lived in New York and I would go to New York and I would date New York guys just to see if they were different because I thought the same thing. And this one guy, he puts me on a freaking subway. I don't know where I am. I'm from New Orleans, originally. I don't know. We live in LA, we were in cars. I'm terrified. I said, you get on this subway with me. We ended up in Harlem, not in a good place. And he didn't even know. I would have been just horrendous. And then I lost my good leather glove because of him too.
Oh no, that's terrible.
No, it was horrible. My date. Okay. Then I went out with this older guy in New York and my cousin actually fixed me up with him. And so we go out and I'm thinking, I'm going out with all kinds of younger, older, didn't matter. I'm like you. I always liked older guys as well, much older. Absolutely. So I'm going out with this guy and all is good. And he shows up with his son for dinner.
Oh my God, what?
He shows up with his son for dinner. New York, the whole thing, that New York attitude. And the son is interrogating me. Like, what do you think of my father? What do you see in my father? And I'm like, this is our first date. I don't see anything but your big mouth at this dinner table. So I went out with him again. He brought his son. So I brought my cousin and her son.
Bravo. That's great. I love it. Yes.
Okay, but wait a minute, Grace, and I'll let you talk. Okay, so another time he made a date. Okay, so I thought I'd give it a chance because he had potential just in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Mainly to pay my rent. But okay, so so I go out with him again. And I didn't go out with him. He asked me to go to Nantucket with him and he was getting a private plane. And I'm not a good flyer on private planes. So anyway, he's like, so he goes, I got the plane and we're going to do this. And so I was getting myself all brave and I was going to do it, And then all of a sudden I said, does the plane have a bathroom? He goes, it's Nantucket. It's like really, I go, I don't care. I can't fly on that plane if it doesn't have a bathroom. That man had to pay for that plane and I never went.
Oh, wow.
I'm so happy I did that.
I know, right?
Yes, he deserved it.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, one guy in LA, and this is my last story, then you got to go into, but you're making me think of my really bad date.
Yeah, I love it. I am fascinated.
Another dating site I went on, and it's an attorney.
Yeah.
And, nice guy, good looking. So he pulls up in front of my apartment. Are you ready? With his mother in the front seat.
What?
And told me I had to get in the back seat because he respected his mother and she was older. And I'm like, and he had to help her. I'm like, well, you could help her in the back. First of all, why is the mother on the date? Secondly, why is your mother in the front seat and I'm in the back seat? This was my online dating experience.
Wow, that is brutal. That is just like insane.
Years ago, when people weren't acting.
Yeah, well, when they didn't have me roasting you, at least they brought their family and they didn't drop their pants. Let's put it that way.
Okay, the dropping of the pants in this
Girl.
new era. I mean, he Harvey Weinstein drew.
100%. It's like, didn't you get the memo? It's ridiculous. It's just, I'm shying away from dating for like about a month.
No. It's so good for your comedy. You need to keep going online.
Yes, of course.
It's so good for your material.
Oh,
I just can't believe he dropped down not just to his underwear, but like the whole thing. Like
everything.
I just don't know what. Did you go out to dinner before that happened?
We went to Lala's because I'm Argentinian. So we went to an Argentine restaurant. We had a great time. And I thought it was like relationship material, but not when he dropped his pants. I don't think so.
And you told him right there at dinner, no sex if you come back to the house.
I am very upfront. What part of no sex are you not getting? Oh, and then he started offering sexual favors. Well, what if we do this? What if it's like, what part of get out of the house are you not getting?
What part of you just came here for a glass of champagne and a kiss at the door? Maybe.
Correct.
I'm mortified.
But you know what, Rhonda? Some women are giving him something because if not, he wouldn't have done what he did.
That's true. Unless maybe this was his new shtick. Like instead of you trying out a new line, his new shtick, he's like, I'm not getting anywhere with women. Let me see if I drop my drawers and show my thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it works.
Yeah. Well, if he's listening right now, not working.
Not working.
Yeah. No. Keep the pants on for sure.
First of all, I don't like lawyers anyway. You have to move to a different thing.
Oh yeah, no, it's insane. It's great for comedy, like you said, but for personal, private life, no. My love life is suffering, Rhonda.
Well, Grace, we're in the middle of a shutdown. It's very hard to meet anybody right now.
It's very hard, yes.
And that's the other thing. Here's a guy in the middle of all this. I mean, he must be really not getting out.
Well, quarantine first. Remember, we talked about it last time. It's real. But when it makes you act like a fool, I mean, that's just when you need to go seek therapy, you know?
All right. What is quarantine? Okay. Because we have new viewers tonight. So tell us about quarantine dating.
The quarantine first is what millennials call like somebody who wants to, get some action. So the quarantine first is somebody who's been quarantined for a long time or been, locked up, and now they want sex. So they're desperate.
So just like that. So I know there's different. I mean, I haven't dated now. I'll be married 20 years. I tell you that.
You're so lucky, Rhonda.
I guess I am. Thank you. But okay. And I did meet him on re-meet him on classmates.com. But okay, there's different like apps. So if you go on a legit dating site, you still have those kind of guys that go right for it? Or I know they have like these different ones that are like hook up for sex.
Well, like Tinder is more known or has that stigma, but Match.com is not. And I met this guy on Match, and it's not about that. So it's like, I don't know where they're getting these ideas or reading the signals all wrong. I don't want any sex from you means drop your pants, apparently, in his world. It's I don't know what you're saying.
I think you should torture him. I think you should lead him on and just like get another meal and run.
You know what? No, I blocked him because I'm like, I can't deal with this anymore. I really can't.
That's true. Once you've been there and you've seen that, you can never eat properly with him either.
Thank you. No more eggplant, zucchini, or pepperoni for me for the next 10 years. I swear to God. And it's like I was sitting down, Rhonda, so his thing was right here in my mouth. No, you have no idea what I've been through. I'm traumatized.
Were his pants nice? Did he have good pants on?
I don't know because I was not looking at the pants.
I know you have a thing about dating lawyers, Grace.
Well, I think I might be cured. I don't think.
No, I dated a lot of lawyers too. I had this one that was another, like, I don't know what dating site. I had a J-Date back in the day. And this one lawyer, I thought he was good. We had a few dates and we were at, that great Asian restaurant on Little Beverly or Little Santa Monica. I can't think of the name of it. You walk over the fish pond. I don't know if it's still there, but anyway.
Crustacean.
Crustacean. We were at Crustacean. It was a really good date. And all of a sudden, I'm like, something like I couldn't meet up with him the next day. He goes, I thought we were going steady. And I'm like, it was the third date. It was like,
oh my God, that's psycho. See, that's kind of psycho. It's like, what?
No. And then he kind of like stalked me, you know.
Of course, he's psycho. He's psycho, yeah.
Totally was psycho. Now when I think about it, my few online dating experiences really weren't that good.
Yeah. They either want to hit it and quit it, or they want to be your boyfriend / stalker after the first date. I mean, those are the things I'm encountering. Where are the normal guys? If you're normal, please just follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Yes. I will give you a chance.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
I'm going to put it out there for you because, you know, I don't know what normal is. Maybe it's just 2020. It's kind of a wicked year. So maybe just like he thought he would just go for it with you. Grace, but you told me that after your shows, guys hit on you. So there's something you're putting out there. I mean, you are hot and sexy and
well, thank you. So are you. See, that's
or is it you've got the Latina, or is it, how do you say it, Latinx? How do you say that now?
Latinx, very good. Yes, Latinx. I think maybe because I'm Latina, they think, oh, she's a hot Latina, you know, like and passionate, and she'll do. Maybe there's something like that. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I say no sex. I don't know how much more clear I have to be. I don't know. Sure, carry a maze, a taser. I mean, would that get the signal?
Taser. I think taser on a date.
Yeah.
Well, Grace, you know, we've come to the end of our host to host, coast to coast, blonde to blonde. I love you.
I love you too. This is so much
every other week. Grace will be on with us with whatever she wants to talk about, because you have to talk about this whole Latinx thing. Because what's going on with that? I don't get it.
Okay, perfect. We're going to talk about that. That's going to be the next topic.
I know but I love the bad dates. I'm not that I want you to have a bad date. I really want you to have a successful date, but it makes me remember some of my bad moments. It makes me appreciate my husband a little bit more.
Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. Seriously. It's like, hang on to him. He's a great guy. You're awesome. It's tough out there. It's just brutal.
When the right one comes along, you'll know.
Yes.
He won't drop his pants. He'll drop his wallet in your lap.
I mean, this is the standards now. If you don't drop your pants on a first date, you're great. You're like husband material.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, the standards have. Or if they show up and their mother's not in the front seat.
Well, I'd rather have the mom than the dropping of the pants. I cannot unsee that. My eyes are still hurting from it.
I'm so sorry. I'll send you a nice little negligee set or something to make you feel better.
Thank you. Your language always makes me feel better. It's beautiful.
I'm glad I'm kind of like therapy. I think we should get more into the therapy.
Definitely.
Well, you look gorgeous. I love you. See you in 2 weeks, and I will talk to you way before that. Wink, wink.
Definitely.
On the line, coast to host, coast to coast. We got to get our logo going. See you later, Miss Gorgeous Grace. Grace Fraga, ladies and gentlemen, she'll be back with us. I just love doing this blonde to blonde, coast to coast, host to host. It's so good. We have one more thing before we say goodbye, and you know what it is. It's the foot of the week. Let us know if you love our foot of the week. We've had different feet on. I don't want you to think that it's just my foot. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to tell you when it's my foot, but that was a pumpkin pie. Isn't that festive? Listen, you got to go to rhondashear.com because starting right after Thanksgiving, we have huge sales on panties and bras and negligees and nightgowns and loungewear and pajamas. So check that out. Don't forget about our masks, and don't forget my book. And I want you guys to have the happiest, healthiest, safest Thanksgiving. And I will see you next week. We've got some surprise guests. So happy Thanksgiving. Love and sizzle kisses. Nighty-night.
Stuck in quarantine, don't know what to do. Hold on, baby, Rhonda, she's got you. Grab your computer, log on, baby, you got the power. It's the social distancing, social life. The social distancing, social life.